Time to start the stream. Hello everyone. Hopefully you're having a great week so far. Already into July now. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Basically, it's Christmas already. Let's see, I was just in the middle of... I was going to put a a painter object in here to see where the towers are targeting. So let's get that going. Tower building, don't need that. Tower's abilities. So let's see. Here is where this one is picking a target. And so right here, let's have it draw. Blaze, what's going on tonight, dude? How will the water tower look like? Kind of a good question. Still in the middle of thinking about that. Because I don't have it yet. So I haven't gotten that far yet. Yeah, was it the Little Caesars? Oh, I need to put this in the painter object folder here. Shape painter. In fact, I'm going to rename this to just painter. There we go. And I've actually started playing around with making the enemies in Blender as well. I think I'm going to do a smoky effect for the enemies in Blender instead of using the particle emitter here in the engine. Someone called your avatar retro slop in Natural Disaster Survival. Go get him, dude. Don't let that stand. They're just jealous. Okay, so we're going to draw a line from the tower dot... Actually, this is going to be towers dot... You didn't use any modern UGC. It doesn't make it retro slop. That is your call. I'm glitching tonight again. All right, what was the name of the what was the name of the point on the tower? Bullet point? Sure. You used a pizza shirt and pants, which are both from 2016. You used the red Roblox cap, which is from way back. Used the Bloxer t-shirt, which is from 2007, and had the classic sword on the back. Their username is Tito. Um, so did they insult your avatar? It was inside of natural disaster survival. What all I'm hearing from this is that your work made an impression on someone and they decided to spend the time and energy focused on you and your work. So your work is making an impression. Yeah, they're hoping to ruin your day because they probably hate their own life. Bullet point. Haters gonna hate, man. They're drinking that haterade. Well, there you go. Pin that one to your fridge. It's a little victory for you. Yeah, some people are just nasty. All right, let's see if this works. I need to put this out here somewhere. Okay, it is working. I got these stupid tiles, so let me disable this. My son wants a PlayStation. We've got an Xbox, but it's getting kind of old. Doesn't work that well. All right, so now it's going to show us what they're targeting, and that's going to help a bit. Oh, you found him. What's his Luna Cat Rose? Display name Tito. Luna Cat Rose. Interesting. Yeah, check if it matches. All right. So now we can target for the highest health. What else do we need? We need to target for... So we could do nearest to the tower. Inventory isn't public. Yeah, they're basically noobs by comparison. 2019. If you joined in 2010, that would be crazy. All right. All right, back. Yeah, so you joined in August of 2019, huh? Yeah, you got 3 years on that guy. They don't know what they're talking about. not keeping these buttons, but they're kind of annoying me the way they look. Right now they're wearing UGC that was created this year, and they go out of their way to say retro slop. Dude, they're mad about their own lives. It really has nothing to do with you. They're hoping to get a reaction out of you, and then they'll consider that a win for themselves. The thing that pisses them off the most is when you don't show care. It's hard to do, but that's what makes them the most angry, is when you don't show them that you care what they're saying. There, at least the buttons fit on the UI now. Don't let Gooners up unless you want to traumatize yourself a bit. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm sure they call a lot of stuff retro slop or any kind of slop. They're just assholes. Let me see what you're saying. What am I saying? To be honest, why did I say you kind of see my point and people call it retro slop? Sounds like people need to stop hating so much. Hey, Code, how you doing, man? Lurk away. Hostile, yes, if slapped 9 to 10 times. 9 to 10 is his limit, y'all.
It'll be fine.
Regretivator is basically just an elevator game. You go through floors that are very random. Yeah, sounds pretty random, but it sounds interesting. Yeah, Roblox. Roblox is pretty dope. All right. All right, so lots to do here. I'm trying to decide what to do next. I think oh yeah, I remember now. I wanted to work on some nodes spawning, so I'm gonna need at least a placeholder sprite, and this will be called oh, let me pull up my notes here. Okay, so a space occupying node. We could definitely do that super easily. Maybe it looks like a hole in the ground. Let's try one of those. node occupier and apply, and then swap the assets on that. Don't really know. So I'll need it to be, let's see what size that is. $75. Let's put the origin point in the middle. You can randomly just work at a pizza place on some random day, get Forsaken to Eternal Hell, be a tune teller with a tunnel gun that I'm told to not compare with the portal. Just don't think about it. I can't even think about that. Are you kidding? Yeah, you could definitely do that. I think you're onto something. All right, so I think what I'm going to do here... did I get it? I'm not sure if I read it right, to be honest. I can randomly work at a pizza place on some random day, get Forsaken to Eternal Hell, be a tune teller with a tunnel gun that I'm told not to compare with the portal. Just say it, dude. Just say it. The new update to pressure was worth the wait. Gotcha. See, I had no idea what the update's name was. But see, now that I do, that makes sense.
We have the two new grand encounters. Now these new grand encounters are the Abomination and the Firewall grand encounter. Let's actually talk about the Abomination one first. So this grand encounter is a highly anticipated chase scene. The main goal is to make it to the end of the level while getting chased by an entity. But in this case, you're going to be sea lining your way underwater through a tunnel system while getting chased by the new Abomination entity. And just from my experience alone, this grand encounter is very fun, but it's a little bit difficult. Not only will you have to dodge all the obstacles along the way, such as these rotating propellers, a ton of sea mines, and some random rocks just exploding, but you're also going to have to dodge these Abomination attacks, and Boy's going to dash at you and try to eat you alive. And also you have to have some good reaction time when it comes to turning all these corners here. And I'm going to be honest, this is probably my favorite grand encounter in the game. I love how fast paced this thing is, it's literally a chase scene. The music's also really good as well. And I believe this chase scene lasts around like 2, 3, 4 minutes. And overall, this grand encounter was very fun to play. And here's what the grand encounter looks like. Oh damn! Oh well, let's go down, let's go down! Oh, we do not want to touch those. I see it, chat. I see it. Yup. Now, in my opinion, I feel like this obstacle course is pretty straightforward, but here's the problem. It's actually harder than it looks. I ain't gonna lie, I did die here a good amount of times. It's probably just a skill issue though. If I had to give some advice, even though this might be a speed run, I would... The main objective remains the same. It looks like the searchlight will now just go like all over the place and try to actively hunt you down alongside your teammates. I think there's actually a really good touch to the game. It makes the searchlight a lot more unpredictable. In addition, I believe upon getting spotted by these searchlights, they're gonna shoot out. Oh, never mind. Let's fix this one too.
Looks like a pretty big update. Lots of content there for sure. Did you ever get your did you get your laptop working? I'll probably check out the soundtrack. I don't think I'll stream it because I don't know if it's gonna flag my. I don't want them to mute my video, but I'll definitely check it out. Is it pretty awesome? I know, my camera's so dumb. Sometimes it doesn't, and then sometimes it does. It's very temperamental. All I need is a video processor, an external video processor, and then I can use a real camera that I have. Let's put this up top. These are basically going to be like harmful nodes that can spawn out in the world. Yeah, at this point the camera glitch is a feature. Only the best for my viewers. First, we'll just check if the variable is true. Alright, then I think I'll do it. Maybe like a timer. Lots of ways I could go about this. I think I'll just start by using a timer. Scene timer. Not there. I need it to be here. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? I need a at the beginning of this scene up here. And then here. Yeah, node spawn. And here we're just checking that. Value of a scene timer, node spawn. Not sure why it's not showing up in the list. And we'll just say, just for testing purposes, we'll just say 5 seconds here. Oh heck, we can just say 2 seconds. Then we're going to take this node and we're going to create it somewhere in the scene. Oh, we can do anywhere from like say 50 to I think 1650-ish. And again, we'll say 50 to about, oops, 50 to about 9. We'll say 1030. And then also I need that variable to go ahead and start out as true. And then it would help if I actually call those external events. If you play Roblox, you play Miner's Haven. Okay, I should probably start or reset the timer here. Okay, now I want these things to have health. Block Tales, which takes place in 2010. I think I was selling shoes in 2010 at Academy. Turn-based RPGs can be pretty fun. Why would you say it gets boring? I need to actually add this to a nodes group. So let's add a group. Actually, right now we don't need any variables there. So. Got that. There's a chest that costs 100,000 and then a .001 item. It doesn't sound very well balanced, does it? Okay, there's that, and then let's update the indicator here. This could probably be an OR statement. So we will say if the tower is in collision with the indicator is in collision with the tower, or if this variable is that, or the indicator is in collision with nodes. And we can get rid of that, I think. Let's test that out. No, it's not doing that. They're adding mobile ads to natural disaster survival to get a hammer object. Yeah, like ads can be pretty annoying when, especially if they're kind of forced. And yeah, I get that. It's based on the same templates, so some of it starts to feel pretty repetitive. Six years is definitely a long time for a big popular game to morph and change. That's absolutely true. That happened with, because like for me it was probably World of Warcraft back then. It started out as one thing and then it became another, but then lately you've seen like WoW Classic, WoW Vanilla kind of resurging because all of those same players were kind of craving that old school, the OG game. And so Blaze, it sounds like you're kind of craving that OG Roblox. Maybe just with some quality of life added into it. Yeah, Diablo 2. Yeah, all the same people didn't want... They definitely didn't like Diablo 3 a lot. Diablo 4 was like I guess a little bit better, but then I think that Diablo 2 Resurrected. I don't know what the numbers are, so I'm kind of speculating, but it's hugely popular among that old school crowd from the OG game. That's a lot of dollars. Good call, Code. You nailed it. Keep on ranting, Blaze. Yeah, I don't know what I want the water tower to look like. We were talking about that a little bit last time. So, to be determined. But it's going to be something, obviously you can see kind of the style I'm using, which is, these are the two that I have so far. It'll be something kind of in that look. But as far as what it will be specifically, I'm not exactly sure. I'm back. Taking care of a sick person over here. He's probably asking you, Blaze. I've never made one for sure. So the water tower will be more like a fountain than an orb. I could do orbs, but I'm trying to move away from requiring them this time around. Last time I had a bunch of code tied into the orbs, as you're well aware. So I don't have to have them this time, but it's definitely like doable. I just don't know. I'm open to suggestions on the tower designs. Oops. But I haven't gotten there yet. When you say working, you mean you're just making art because you can't use your laptop because of the Windows boot menu. Yeah, have you had any progress on that? Is anyone helping you with the laptop? My lighthouse actually looks pretty good in Blender, by the way. It's obviously just pixelized in my game, but I put an actual light in there. When I say, I mean it looks good, I mean it looks good for me. First time I've done that. You plan for one of the games to have voice acting? Well, did you ever get the voice acting done? Yeah, Code. Blender's a long, slow learning curve, isn't it? You said you planned for one of the games to have voice acting. Oh, Code. Magica Voxel. time lapse of Magica Voxel. Talking like this. Glitching. My camera or that? No, I think it's going from like a preview mode to a render mode. The render shows it like the night light. It is a super Star Destroyer. Those things are big. Aren't they like 13 miles long or something like that? 20 kilometers. Oh, really? Hmm. Well, once I get that 3D viewport put into GDevelop, and once old Corey's not doing tower defense, this one, you might switch over to 3D. If I have a speedrunning community, would I embrace it instead of patching their skips? Heck yeah, I would embrace it. If there was a game breaking, like if there's just a game breaking bug, then of course I would do something to make it not game breaking. But if it was just like a happy little exploit, I don't care. I think it's funny if the community knows about those. It's not like the old days, like where a small handful of people knew a secret exploit and no one else did. Now it's like if there's an exploit, everybody knows, so it's all on the same playing field anyway. That's my thought on it. You know, if you put this tower here and this tower here, now they have extra speed or something random like that. If they're using that for their speed runs, good for them. Code, you said you made the 3D satellite. Oh, the 3D satellite 12 demo using this. Gotcha. Nice. I mean, it looked pretty sharp. In fact, I remember... That makes sense now, because it didn't look voxel-y, but I could see that it probably used some of these voxels. So, that makes sense. Looked nice and sharp. I've never used Magica Voxel. Oh, it's so beautiful. That almost looks like if Dave came back from Satellite 12, they would land him. He'd have to hit bus 12 to go home here. This looks like it would fit into that little universe. The Heartache Express. That would be Dave. Yeah, do you have like a good one in mind? Let's see if we can find a good one. There's a medieval port. And why does it look so realistic? A Cyberpunk City one that looks so good. Wait, is that Magicka? No, that's just Minecraft. I'm gonna have to play around with it. It looks like a lot of fun. All right, where was I? Basically, these node things are similar to enemies. They can be targeted. At least some of them can be targeted. I might put in the option for some to be untargetable. Or maybe only certain towers can target certain ones, something like that. But generally, they will have health. They can be destroyed, and they'll do different things. The most basic one is the one I'm putting in now, which basically just occupies space. So you have to waste your time destroying them before you can get rid of them so that you can build there. You can set each individual pixel block stats, like glow or reflection, so it has a lot of customization. Nice. So they're almost like class instances where they have all of their attributes. That's pretty handy. Yeah, it is crazy that that's free. Like there are some paid programs out there that don't hold a candle to some of these free programs. It's kind of mind blowing. GDevelop being one of them. GDevelop is slowly becoming the new Roblox, in a good way or a bad way. Oh, so this isn't just enemy movement. I need to rename this. Enemy, I'll just say updates. Code, did you say you have a game you wanted play tested? I could pull that up. Community makes games, and then it's hosted on their platform. And with multiplayer getting easier, it won't be long. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Yeah, the community's growing. Because it's really not that new, is it? It's just been small. And it's now starting to grow in popularity and awareness. And then, yeah, with like multiplayer, 3D, those are kind of like the two big ones. Call this node. Nodes create, and then we'll do updates. Oops, not that kind of repeat. We need a repeat for your eyes have been bad this week, so no. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear it. It's pretty rough. Okay, so for each instance of nodes, then basically I could just copy this over. If you want to play a game, though, you could play my original Clone Escape game and see how far you can get before you give up. Challenge accepted. Let me test this real fast before I lose my train of thought. Nodes. Yeah. There we go. I'm saying things are so much easier to put into the game now that I'm on version 2.0. And save. You complete level 1. If I complete level 1, it will reward me with 1 free bug fix on the game. Deal. I am 100% gonna beat level 1 now. GD game / Bengar. All right. This one right here, right? Try to escape the 2 floors. And you said your first game? All right, here we go. Clone Escape by, is it Bengar Games? Or just Bengar? And little music here. All right. So we've got WAS and space. Left, right, crouch, jump, ladder. Okay. No way to jump over that. You said no coyote time on this, right? Press E on the sign. Ah. Yeah, I thought I got it. That should just make it point left. Yeah. Yeah, we're good there. Aw, dang it. That was just me being bad at it. The rage. Ah, there's one there. I need to remember that one now too. Dang it. I keep going to the sign. I think now it's just for good luck. All right. Gonna die here. Oh. Didn't have to, but I did. Can go to the shop and buy more clones. I just might do that. Gotta touch the sign. I can't stop doing that now. Ah, the wall. Shop. +1 clone storage. Costs. Yes, okay. Almost wasn't sure if these were buttons over here because they were with the same font, but the size and the highlight help. There we go. Ugh. Whoa. There's a secret hole. Why did I do that? Why? This version is more gore. It kind of works for it though. Okay, so you just die no matter what if you fall there. Ugh. I've got to be like the most frustrating gamer to watch. Just making the same mistakes over and over. Well, that's a new one because I hadn't hit that top one yet. I like that the head stays there. That's hilarious. How did I not know that was there? I feel like, I don't know if it's, maybe close some programs. Ah, more deaths in a single run. Oh, more deaths in a single run adds extra traps. Interesting. Okay. So I thought I was going crazy because I was hitting some traps that I thought I had run over before, but now I'm just not going crazy. I'm just bad. Touch the sign. Hit that one. No. I hit the space bar on that one. I hit the space bar on that one. Coyote me. Also, all fonts are sprites. I made each one and you made each individual one. That's a lot of work. That's dedication right there. Wish I could remember where that hole begins. Let's do this now. There we go. Okay, so right there. Just have to put a head over there on that column. That was intentional. It's part of a strategy called Don't Win. Morning to ya. Oh, dang it. It's evening here, but morning to you. How's it going over there? Oh, jeez. Now there are going to be so many traps spawning. You've yet to see anyone finish level 1. You're about to see it. You are about to see it. Not on this one, but on the next one. On the next one. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's do this for real now. Do I have enough? One more clone. Oops. There's a very good expert who builds well. Which expert is that? Definitely. Oh, man. This is the game of the year right here. Lost in Code made it. And I am losing it. Gotta touch the sign, though. Can't stop doing that now. So you said more traps spawn per death in the run. And you can buy more and more clones. So I'm wondering how many traps will eventually be in the game. I think it belongs, because it's technically that kind of game. This is the part I am the absolute worst at right here. Only adds about 5 total. Well, thank goodness for that. Yeah, I don't think I can duck under that, so I'm just gonna have to do this quickly. Too quick. Gosh dang. 27 clones used. Let's go. They say the first 20 minutes of the game is most important, and it's putting me to the test. All right. I will say, I don't know if it's just my computer or maybe it's in the browser. It seems like the more I get going, just a little more jitter comes into play. I'm not sure what it is. No, I'm bad at the game, but it does mess with the eyes a little bit. Next 20-minute video coming soon. Actually, hopefully coming really soon. I do have a project I'm working on. Dang it. Actually, let's see what that one is. That is... looks pretty cool, actually. This is the game. They just released it with a big major update. And it looks pretty cool. So this is the one I've got a video going for. It runs fine for you, however, it's your first game, so probably badly optimized. Yeah, I mean, it could also be my computer. Who knows? So was this your actual first game? Oh man, not just your first version of this, but like your first game. Reminds you of Too Human. Not sure I've played that one. Alright, I've only killed 30-something clones. That's good for a first project, for sure. What was my first one? I think my first game was a... Well, my very first game was actually text-based, kind of a text-based dungeon crawler. But then after that, I did a wave defense. No, actually, my first one that was actually not text-based was an arcade style, almost like Galaga. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I have to beat this first level so that I can get a free bug fix. Y'all think I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for the free labor. All your assets except for the ground texture. Pretty cool. I like the guy with his little cap. We gamers are pretty spoiled with our like coyote time and all those other things that make platformers feel good that are actually lies. Like hang time in the air, double jumps. I like that whenever you hit yourself on something, it stays bloody for the duration of the run. So it basically means you had to do double assets for every trap, right? One, a normal one, and then a bloodied one. You have to wait for the second axe to match your level, then run and jump quickly. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. let's see. How did I get I didn't even move toward it. And the head, yeah. Well, I knew there was going to be some shenanigan. But we're making progress. Not what I intended there. I think I fell decapitated. Yeah, this is now a let's play. Oh, nice. All the music is from YouTube's library. I haven't had anything get flagged too heavily. Just flagged as not allowed to monetize in the past, which I don't monetize anything at the moment. Just gotta paint that one red real quick and then we'll move forward. That way y'all know not to do that. Now that was impressive. How did I get decapitated and walk across and not fall? Blaze, you need to get your laptop so you can try this. Oh. Why did I stay there? I knew I was gonna die. Why did I stay there? Touch the sign. Let's go, let's go. Whoa, that was close. No, missed the jump. Your son is the only person I know to complete this game. He might remain the only person if I'm being honest, but we're gonna find out. This is not boding too well. All right, last life on this run. I'm not giving up though. Okay, that run is over. I've only used 54 so far. The laser turret is halfway. Well, if I wasn't depressed before, I am now. I was hoping you were going to say the laser turret is like right before the end. Oh, man. I think we know what my biggest weakness is. It's jumping across columns and pits. They grew with this game, therefore this game is nostalgia to your son. Well, there you go. But what about your daughter? Did she play it? It's not gonna work. I gotta wait for it to go up. Okay, what else do we have? There's gonna be a thing over here. Looks like one of those Mario things that drops down. And there's blood there, so that's definitely danger, I'm assuming. And there could even be a nasty trap in here, who knows. No. She gets to the drop down. Like that part right before the laser turret. The laser moves separately from the turret. It was a creative choice, okay? It's abstract art. Oh, she only gets to the first drop. So I should feel... Well, I've at least gotten past that, so I guess I'm all right. Get to the checkpoint and we call it a win. Yeah, let's find a checkpoint at least, and then we'll come back to this next time around. Have to. Too soon. 65. We are killing clones left and right. Grab that one. Hit the sign. You know, I honestly didn't even look over here this time around. Just for entertainment. I know it's not going to be the way. Oh, there's the checkpoint right there. I think. All right, here we go. You might change the remake to match the look of the original. Yeah, I know the new one has a nice clean look. They're both pretty... Oh, wow, look at that. They're both pretty good. I am enjoying the rough, gory look here, to be honest. Because honestly, it's the kind of game that can be a little bit rough and ready, can't it? Because it's like that kind of game anyway. Jump, jump. Why did I go up? I knew not to go up. Not even thinking. Touch the sign. No, don't go up. Wait, do I? No. Wait for the laser to go up. Ah. Run. All right, what do we need to do here? I'm guessing that was not a checkpoint. You got me. You got me with the flag. I fell for it. I completely fell for it. Is that an actual checkpoint or is that like a fake one? Oh, no checkpoints. Ah. Oh, why did I do that? Why? Nope. We're going to get this. Not while I'm saying that I'm going to get this, but one of the other times. All right. Nope. I thought I had that one. Which is probably why I failed. You gonna remake it with the same vibe, blood and all? I'm down. Keep the optimization and the new one. My goodness, that one probably has... You know what would be funny? Is if there was a way to see how many times each particular trap has killed you. I would be amused by that. Because for me, I think... I mean, I do kill myself on these small ones, but... There are definitely a small handful that get me most of the time. Like spikes 10, axe 50. Yeah, I mean like if I've hit this particular axe 10 times, like if it showed, if there's a way, maybe it's just a toggle or something, but a way to see the number 10 there or whatever as I go. But I don't know. Not sure everyone would care about that. I just think it'd be funny because I was just wondering, what is my bane? What is my worst trap? right, back. What about multiplayer? Run it with a friend and let them bait the trap. That would be hilarious. How would they bait the trap? Like get it ready to spring and then you hit it? That axe, I swear, that's the one for me. No. Guess more set the trap off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Stood up too fast. 50 deaths on that axe alone, probably. Yeah, probably. That would be a safe number. Although I remember on the new game, I was dying on this right here. I just couldn't get that jump. Oh, there's that one. Some idiot died here. Wonder how many sprites I made for the clone count. 99. Wait, what? So yeah, you made the text by hand. So did you actually? Is there a limit? Each number you made separately and each word. The question is, do I fit to the right of those axes? I'm thinking maybe not. And is there a safe space up there? It's a falling thing. Okay. We can do that. We can play that game. The ladder climb is pixel perfect. So like there's no margin. Is that what you're saying? You need to be right next to the spikes. Yeah. I don't want to get so close that I die on the spikes though. Okay, so that thing stays sprung. Can I jump on it? I cannot jump on it. The more you know. Okay, so do not stand on ground spikes. Now I know that. Oh, too fast. Too fast and no coyote time. Walk into the block with blood under it from the right. I'll have to take a look when I get there to understand that context. Gotcha. Ah, that was close. That was close too. Living life on the edge. Oh, fancy that. Fancy that. It's honestly so aggravating that I consider it a personal challenge. But not aggravating in the sense that it was made poorly. Aggravating in the sense that it's hard. Because I've seen games that were trying to be like ragey games, and they're just ragey because they're not thought out. This feels like it was thought out. It feels like you thought about the placement of jumps, the distance of jumps, and such. The question is, do I jump on that bloody block right there? Well, don't jump under it. Oh, that was close. Nah. The remake you have upgrade ideas for it, though. Yeah, well, now that I have the context of this game, I'm definitely gonna play the remake more. Look at that. The head is on the spinning blade. That's so funny. Did you mean for that to happen? That is hilarious. Okay, yeah, so definitely have to go the high road there. This room looks too safe. I don't like it. Well, I knew I didn't like it. At least I said it. Oh, dang it. I'm running out of clones. Then I'm not going to see all the spikes already set off. Spacebar failed me. Spacebar. We're not friends anymore, Spacebar. Okay, that X is getting a little bit of a comeback here. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get the hang of the physics here. hitbox sizes and such, and gravity. There's the head. Well, got to do that jump better. Come on, we got to do it this run. Oh, that was actually kind of close. Dang it. Seriously? That'd be a good way to display it. Because then I think it would like start to feel personal against particular traps. I'm going to get it. I'm close to the end, and so is my sanity. Oh, God. Wow, I almost died on that. Jump, grab, ladder. Yeah, I'm trying to. I think I'm just failing at it. Yeah, I could probably technically make some of these, but it's kind of close for comfort. All right. All those heads. So many heads. All right, probably this next laser beam. Let's see. Yes. These jumps are brutal. Finally, got that. Alright, what's going to kill me next? I think I see a door up there. So right there, if I fall, I'm going to die pretty quickly. I don't think I'm going to survive that. So right there, I think I need to just jump from here. Got laser beams. That thing has a lock on it too. All right. How the heck do I get past the laser beam? Wait, did I get the key? Not sure I did this right. I think I'm missing the key. So like a secret area, or was it somewhere at the start? Up and left. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Nope, nope. You can see the key at the start on the right. Yeah, I thought I remember seeing the key. Hold on. Just trying to watch this thing real quick. So right up here, it's going to be brutal. All right, let me watch the timing of this thing for a second. Not that it's going to help me. I'm going to die, but I want to watch it. I'm here. I jump. I come over here. I'm dead. I want to be there when it's going up. Like here. Jump back. Okay. But what other traps are here? Okay. There's a trap. Ah, there's a trap. Alright, we figured out the puzzle though. Here we go. Here we go. I can feel it. I can feel the spikes. Here we go. It's another beheaded saw blade. Hey, look at that. I found a bug. Oh, no, it's not a bug. I guess I just have the key now. Unless I mean, I don't know. Am I supposed to have the key right now? I thought I had that done too. Alright, why did I just do that? It's by design, okay. Some of these early traps, if they're not already sprung, it can still be hard to remember where they are. Ah, that was close. Hey. Level 1. Put a pattern into the floor so it gives a kind of grid so you can count squares, etc. Nice. Yeah, that's helpful. Dude, that is tough. How long did it take doing your playtesting? Yeah, I like to complete a run. Oof, triggered 2 traps there. Not long, but you were testing a lot, so you're used to it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that. All right, well, I'll wait until I have a good solid bug in the tower defense, and then I'll cash in on the prize. Ooh, secret. Why can't I not get the left jump? I'm so bad at this. Nice. More DNA. Oh, man. All right, I'll have to come back for a round 2. Don't think I'll finish it tonight. Oh, why did I do that? Good stuff, though. It'll be cool to see what you do with the updated version. Nice. All right, well, that will be a wrap for tonight. So, Code, thanks for letting me play the game, and we'll catch you next time, bud. And to anyone else, thanks for watching, and whatever it is you're working on out there, I certainly hope you have fewer bugs than I do, and definitely fewer deaths. So, y'all have a good one.